Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. If you like this kind of video, be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. It always really helps me out a lot. We've got the last game of the season, 6th versus 5th. I have no other way to really show you how it's been going, what's been happening. We've had a few games we last met. We've not been on a run where we've not got a few wins, so that's already a good sign. The thing that disappointed me about this game the most is the fact we didn't have a single shot on target. If we had a shot on target, I would not have been upset, but turning in with the first goal kind of set them on their way, and it made sense that they would be one of the better teams. And again, it's from the either a goal kick or a long ball over the top, and Tonin gets onto that, and Kirksey just takes around the goalkeeper with ease and no way to stop him, unfortunately for us. But yes, the fact we had no shots on target was the issue. I generally don't know what else to say about this one. It was very disappointing. The worst part is they actually had 3 shots on target and they took goals with 2 of them. They were just very good opportunities that they could not have missed, especially the second one. We take around the goalkeeper like he was not even there. So that's something we need to work on very quickly too, if we want a chance to, well, being the players can get promoted. But the players weren't very good, and most of the players, apart from Pellegrino, were honestly kind of rubbish that day, and I felt disappointed to really be the manager of the team at the time as a result of their performance. Remember when we lost 5-0 to Pescara early in the season in a live con? Well, we got revenge on them in this game. Fantozzi with the opening goal. I don't know how that goes in, but it does, 33 minutes into the match. And it's after the 65th in the game when we get this goal. Bondi finds Fofana, who is not going to miss an opportunity out of that. But once we get the second goal, it just feels like the floodgates starts to open. Oliver finds Fofana, who finds Brazzone, who scores his first of the game, 68 minutes in, just 3 minutes after Fofana gets his to the first. And then just 2 minutes later, or even a minute later, we make it 4-0 after Andrea Colucci with that finish. And then 84 minutes in, Brazzone finds the ball. He plays its way forward to Oliver, who chips the goalkeeper. So Oliver with that goal, good stuff, 5-0. I will be honest, I don't know how we managed to get 5 and they didn't get a single goal, because they definitely have chances and they should have taken at least one of them. But our flurry of 3 goals in about 4 minutes just really destroyed Pescara, and we definitely took advantage of their not so great defending at the end of the day. Cantor was the only player that didn't have a good game at the starting lineup, and even then, players that came on from the bench, like Conte, who came on as a defender, had a good game. Lenz had a good game. Then Fugaza didn't have a good game, so maybe it's just the role of the advanced playmaker that isn't very good. I don't know. Maybe we can work on that and hope we can do better. But they had more shots in the second half. They had 9 shots to our 9 in the second half, and we had 10 to their 4. So, ironically enough, when we got all our goals, they were actually better as well. So, maybe we got lucky we didn't see the goal in response to our 5. If there was a game that we were amazing, this is a game we were not amazing. And I will say that, despite the fact we actually had a good start. Oliver with that power drive of a finish give us the lead into the 32nd minute of the game. I was thinking, if we can get a second, maybe we can do well. We do get second. Brazzone finds Oliver, who finds Fofana, who scores again. Fofana and Oliver, and, well, they're doing really well this year. We make it 3-0 inside the 47th minute of the game, and I will be completely honest, I thought we'd always sewn this up when it was 3-0 inside 47 minutes. But this is one of the worst collapses I've ever had, and that is saying a lot. 3-0 up, we let a 3-goal lead slip and draw 3-3. Roma with that finish in the 75th minute of the game. 5 minutes later, they score from this set piece. Bit lucky it finds its way to Caruso, but we need to do better. I should have shut stop as soon as the first goal went in. I should have just gone very defensive as Walcaro scored, and I was thinking, wow, we've let a 3-goal lead slip, and they didn't deserve that. I'm just very frustrated with the fact that we did such a bad job defending our lead. I really am. So, if given opportunity again, would I go a bit more defensive? Absolutely, yes. Goalkeeper had a bit of a clanger too, to be fair, but even so, we should not be dropping a 3-goal lead like this. It's just embarrassing on our part, it really is. So after letting the 3-goal lead slip last time, we went in and hosted the next opponent, and Pellegrino scored the first goal 25 minutes in. We do actually seed in the second, when the first half still, 40 minutes in. It just really well worked. And yes, Simonik with that finish, very good goal. But we do get ourselves back in front just 2 minutes later. Barbini plays this in the middle. Keeper deals with it, but then Canturo just goes for goal from there, and it's a very good finish. Makes up for the fact he's had some pretty questionable games as of late, and we beat Salernitano by 2-1. A bit lucky at times. I don't know why. It just feels like we've been lucky at times when we probably deserve to win, but even so, we could have done better. We could have got another goal maybe, but we won 2-1. We got the 2-1 win, and that's the important part. All 3 points belong to us. What wasn't nice was losing 6-2. When we went 1-0 down in the 32nd minute of the game, I don't know what the keeper's doing there, but he's just letting this go in. I was thinking to myself, maybe it won't be that bad. It's 2-0 after they get themselves on the end of this. D'Antonio, defensively, we were just absolutely hopeless. Make it 2-1, and I'm thinking, maybe we got a chance after Scarpata scores again. He feels like a player that when we need to get some goals, we can just bring on, like an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for United back in the day. But then they score, and it's 3-1. Okay, maybe we just need to defend a bit better, maybe. Then it's 4-1 in the 59th minute of the game, and now I'm starting to panic a little bit because I'm thinking, wow, are we just struggling? D'Antonio scores again, but then it's just, this goal goes in, and I'm now questioning my defense and myself because Pomari scores his hat-trick, and it's 70 minutes in, it's 5-1. But we do make it 5-2, and I'm getting hopeful that we can do more as Lanza scores. We're not going to get anything out of this. We've already lost by 5 goals. We're 3 goals down at this point. But then Pisa makes it 6-2 in the 90th minute of the game, and I'm really now questioning, 1, what's happened to our defence in this game, and 2, why did we just do so bad in the second half? Because it was only 2-0 at half-time, and we got a goal, make it 2-1. Why do we suddenly just decide we're not going to turn up and just let them run rampant? We seem to collapse more in the second half. We have less shots in the second half than we do in the first half, and then our opponents have more chances. So I'm not sure if it's because of our fitness or not, or because of how poorly we are. But still, Manuel Lanza scored on his debut from the bench for us, so that's nice. A player that's got 1 goal in 1 appearance for the team in the league. Not a bad way to introduce yourself, but I am thinking, wow, maybe this guy could be a good striker for the future. We've got a few players that could really look like good strikers, honestly. And I'm going to be honest, I'm very conflicted about where this is going to go, because he's left-footed and right-footed. He's very good with his feet, but we just need to make sure we have someone who can be very good. And if we compare him to Oliver, I don't see him being as good as Oliver anytime soon. So Oliver's the main man. We just need to do well and hope that the man with 21 goals in 30 appearances continue his goal-scoring record in the playoffs and the next game. The next game is very important because we can't get promoted automatically. We got to go through a playoffs, and because of the gap, we can't be denied. We've got a gap. The gap is, well, it has to be more than 14 points between 4th and 3rd. It's not that big. It's only 1 point, so there will be a playoffs, and we're in it. We just got to win to get ourselves a 5th place finish against a team that has done pretty shockingly bad in the last 5 matches. So they've only got 2 points in the last 5 matches, including the last match where they drew, but they have not done so well as of late. But they won 3 in a row beforehand, so I don't know why they're suddenly turning up to do badly, but they've lost 5 of the last 10. I mean, we can't really talk either, to be honest with you. We've lost quite a few games ourselves, but we've lost about 4 times the last 10, so that's not much better. But we've also drawn more, so I want to have a silver lining, okay? We've won 3, drawn 3, lost 4. They've won 3, drawn 2, lost 5. So we've barely done much better than they have in the last 10 matches, but I'm just disappointed because we were the top 2 teams at one point. Now we're only fighting for 5th and 6th. And it's just frustrating to know that we've literally dropped the ball so badly. And we've at least got the best attack, 84 goals, but we conceded 69. We conceded a lot of goals this year. Defensively, that's where our weakness is. And I think losing our best defender is a bit annoying. That being said, Gianni's actually playing in Serie A, so wow, he's playing in the top tier with Torino. I mean, they're in the relegation zone, so I can't really say much. Look at that. They've lost half their games and they've only taken about 18 points in the last 18 matches and then the relegation zone. They honestly could go down if Bari win and Verona do not get a win. They are both down. So, yeah, this could be interesting. Udinese and Bari all win at least 1 more game. They will relegate Torino and Verona, so big times for that. Either way, we've got Subturel Pisa can't catch us. They're 4 points behind, but Regina can catch us. They got AC with Guyane, so they've also got something to play for because they want to take over Pisa, who are... Well, they got monsters, so I don't see them losing. What we want to do is make sure we don't do anything silly, and we're going to do ourselves justice here. I'm actually going to give a debut to Eugenio Alberti. Now, when this guy came through last season, I was not thinking much of him, but since he's come through... He's actually looking like a player that can do a very good job for us. Hasn't played much and hasn't played much for me in the first team, but in terms of potential ability and current ability, he's definitely improved. Physically, very much improved. He's not got the pace to really help, but he's definitely getting better there. Crossing-wise, he's, well, I have to say here now, fullback on defend and fullback on support. Looks like a very decent player. Dribbling can be worked on, but he's improving on that as well. So we're going to give him a chance. We've also got players out on injuries. So Fofana's out for 2 days still. DBS is out for a day. So they can't play, despite how much I want them to play. So Scarpato is playing again. That's why he's played last time. And if we can keep going and pursue our charge towards 5th place, we can do ourselves justice and maybe get ourselves a good opportunity to get a very good finish in the league campaign this year. Because honestly, we've overachieved. We were expected to be bottom. We're fighting for top 5 place. I would not have been able to say that was a realistic target of mine at the beginning of this season. But it's become a realistic target at the beginning of at the end of the season, and it still throws me off. Blows my mind that we've done this well. We've conceded a lot of goals, but we scored a lot of goals. So maybe it's our attack that's really saved our bacon. But injury-wise and all the other stuff has really cost us a few things. Koluka is also suspended. Barbini's also injured and suspended. So he's got the double whammy. He's out for 2 weeks at the latest. So we're without 2 of our best defenders. That's why we've got other players play. Without 3 of our main back 4. So this could go very badly, very, very quickly. And I don't know what to expect. So hopefully we can do well. If we don't do well, that's I don't have anything else to say, honestly, at this point in time. But let's hope we can do well, to say the least. Our chance to end the season on the high, and I'm a bit concerned, actually, that our defensive frailty could cost us. But we've got the ball here from their long ball forward. And Alberti with his first touch that we can see. So Oliver on the ball now. Finds Bondi, who still has got 2 years left of his contract, but might be leaving us soon if we're not careful. And Scarpato scores his 5th of the season. Hasn't been involved as much as I'd like him to be. But he's still got goals in him, and he's getting closer and closer to 100 league goals for us in a Siena shirt. Very good start for him. 5th place as things stand because of this goal. 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Bondi with the assist. Keeper tries to get to it, fails to get there. Scarpato with the header. 1-0. Serpi with the long throw. It's not the best throw in the world, is it? But he's got the ball back. And he could try again, but he finds Cantore instead. He's scrolled across, and that is 2. Roberto Bondi makes it 2. He's 15th for the season. He's been incredible this year for us. And we have absolutely taken Satuo apart. I am not complacent, though, because we did throw away a 3-goal lead not too long ago against Brescia. But this is looking very promising very early on. A long throw again, potential on the cast. Serpi better this time. But the keeper does get to it. Perilla with the catch. And it's very, very good for him. Long ball forward over the top. And Conte gets there first. So, a midfielder playing as a centre-back is doing well for himself. Here's Scarpato. Finds Bondi. What can he do? Could go for goal if he wants to. Has done. It's 3-0. That is a very good finish. And Roberto Bondi is on form today. Oliver's got 21 league goals. But Roberto Bondi is not far behind. 2nd top goal scorer in the league for us this year. I think he's got all his goals in the league, but that's a very, very commanding finish. 3-0 in 24 minutes. You know what I said about something going? We're already 3-0 up. We need to get more goals just to establish ourselves as the dominant team here. And stop ourselves from conceding. And Santa Padre should have got a goal there. We've got a corner here. And Fantosi would take it. He's going to find Bondi. He plays it across to Brazzone. 4-0. The 4th goal we're looking for has arrived. And Rafael Brazzone has got his 8th of the season. So we were looking for the 8th goal. We've got the 8th goal. And it's a very dominant performance so far. And I'm very, very happy we've got it. We're going to see who we get in the playoffs once this is over. They've got a chance here. Nese has got a goal. So Subterrell have taken away a clean sheet. I wasn't saying much because I literally just made a change for, well, substitutions. So replace the players have been booked. But Marino with the ball forward, and Milanese, they can get goals. It's an issue we have to deal with, but we seem to be prone to counterattacks, or at least weak against them. And if I get a second, I will go defensive so I don't get called. Okay, yeah, we're going defensive. We're going very defensive because I don't trust the team anymore. Alessio Carisi makes it 4-2. It's a bit annoying that we considered this, but we got a 4-goal lead. I needed a 4-goal lead because this is just really good, well worked, but they're making runs. The player's not been called, picked up, and it's annoying because we know we can do better than that. Serpi finds Oliver, finds Gabato, who's fine Bondi, could get his hat-trick. Marino finds Caresi. And we can get the ball back. We haven't got the ball back. Milanesi. This is concerning. How do I stop this if this ends up being 4-4? And I'm literally concerned about that now as Pellegrino plays the ball forward. I'm concerned it could be 4-4 as Perilla gets the ball. But you gotta say, if they make it 4-4, we've literally blown away a 4-goal lead, and it almost was a chance for 4-4. I feel really concerned that they're having chances still. Oh my god. My God. We've survived. That is not us. I don't like the fact I literally have to say we have survived. Look at the chances they've had in the second half, by the way. It feels like we've got tired and they've decided, yeah, we can turn up now. We start so strongly, but then we just get tired. That is a very big concern. I just have to say, look, it's a real Jekyll Hyde. Fantastic in the first half. Second half, you just completely capitulated and decided to go to sleep. Wow, that was almost terrifying. Very almost terrifying, but we get a 4-3 win. It should have been 4-0. What is wrong with us? Honestly, I don't know what to do about this situation. It definitely feels like we just collapse and just don't turn up, and they weren't looking for affiliate teams, so that's good. I actually wanted to look at this and say if we can ask about that sort of thing, but oh, bloody hell. So we get 5th place. Alberti gets his debut, but this is not what I'm concerned about. Look at that. 2 goals and 2 assists for Bondi, so he's really good. But this is my concern. Oh, we've got this. We lost against them twice in the league. Could we have gotten a tougher task? We've conceded 9 and scored 4 against them in 2 matches. For goodness sake. Oh, for crying out loud. So we've got through. If we win, we've gone and produced again the semi-final against Frosinone. So that's annoying. And we don't have good records against any of these teams. I think Frosinone, the only team we beat. We lost against Vicenza twice. We lost against Frosinone once, but we beat them 4-1 as well. So that's at least one team we know we can potentially beat. Subtour we beat twice. So that's the only team out of the teams that we can say we can beat comfortably. And again, we lost against once and won against once. So a mixed bag. But we got the one team that we can't do well against, unfortunately. And that's the next opponent. And that will be in a few days' time. 2 weeks' time, actually. So the fact we are in the playoffs at all is amazing. But I'd like to think we can do more. I mean, look at that. 72 goals conceded. That is stupidly bad. I mean, the fact we're only 1 point away from a top 4 finish and 2 points away from top 3 finish is ridiculous too. Every team apart from us, Regina and Pisa, lost in the top 8. So we were the highest team to have gotten a win, and we were actually the top 5 all lost. That's still silly, but what we're going to do, we are going to go and take on Pisa in this video. I just changed my mind because I realized there's 2 legs. So we'll find out as Cantua gets suspended. Great, well done. We're going to find out if we take on our next opponent and if we can survive. Because if we win, we've got 2 legs. That'll be another video. And that will be something we can look forward to for next time. But we'll take a piss in this match. Just 2 games after we lost 6-2 against them. But we've got a home advantage next time. And we need to do more. And we need to do absolutely everything to ensure we do well. So we'll be back for that game. I'll see you in a bit. So, we are now about to take part in our first ever Serie B playoff. I literally can't believe it's already taken just 1 year to get to this stage, but it goes to show that anything can happen. Defensively, it's a weakness. That is an issue. Also, you're looking at the top right, and you're saying, change is made, goalkeeper. Tortilli's got food poisoning. Of all times to get the damn thing, I was not expecting it to be today, but there you go. He's back in 1 or 2 days. I'm hoping this does not come back to bite us. Barbini's not fully fit either. He's one of our spars here, which is annoying. So we're going to play Pellegrino instead of Barbini, who can play. It's just, he's not very fit at the moment. Fofana's got 75 minutes. DiBiase's got 45 minutes, so we're in a very uncomfortable situation where potentially we could be looking at some very unnecessary situations for us. Canturo suspended, which is already a pain in itself. I am going to have to look at this and ask, do I want to go to a more balanced approach for this game, given that we've conceded 9 times against them? I will think to myself, and now I'm probably going to have to say yes, just because it's not gone as well as we'd like. We are not a stronger team. We're going to go very balanced. It's something we can work on, so we can absolutely score. But I think I will go attacking first and foremost to see how it works. We're going to go and see if this works in our favor. If it doesn't work, then we are going to suffer. Whatever happens though, we've overachieved. We've done ourselves justice. Can we go up? I doubt it, but it'll be nice to try at least. So here we go now. I've got a throw. I'm going to take this very much by ear. If we start to do badly, then I'll tweak a few things. Like the mentality, I'll definitely change. But Fantozzi finds Fofana. And we got to look at this and say, what can we do? He's fine. Oh, that's not the best ball. That is not the best ball. Here we go. La Rubia, he's going to pass it to D'Antonio. It's already 1-0. It took just 8 minutes. Let's go balance. Let's go balance. I'm very concerned right now. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but we might be about to lose already, and I'm very concerned. It's just they get the ball back, he just makes the run, we just get called out completely. I think our high line is causing us issues with our lack of pace potentially as well, so hopefully we can change this. But 1-0 already, the pisser, that's not a good sign. Ever since the first goal's gone, and we've actually had more chances, but we've not taken any of them, and we've not seen a single highlight since that goal went in, so I'm very concerned now that this could go against us, and I want more than just to be losing this sort of game. I really do. We need to get something out of this. I don't want to be knocked out by this team. Not again. We don't want to lose 3 times in a row against the same team who took Mazza from us, don't forget. He's the reason. This is the team that's cost Mazza his career, quite frankly. And now... oh, no. Oh, no. Murray, he's got past DBS. He tried to foul him. He's gone for goal. It's a save from Magalini, who's not even a main goalkeeper. So this is literally the only player that's not in, along with Barbini, to have our strongest lineup. Magalini with the goal kick. DiBiase now. And I'm very concerned that maybe the second half could go against us. Bozzoni finds Fantozzi. Antonucci on the ball. Without 3 of our main starters, which is annoying. But here's DiBiase. He's lost the ball. It's stupid of him. Why are we losing the ball so easily here? It's the easiest thing in the world not to do. And D'Antonio... he's just gone diving in, Serpi. Don't know why he's done it, but that's a chance. It's side netting again. We need to be harsh on the boys. Magalini with the goal kick. Pellegrino now. Playing the ball forward. Try to find Oliver. It's not worked, but we get the ball anyway. And that's not the best thing he could have done. But Fofana on the ball still keeps him going. He's Antonucci. Finds DBS. He's apparently playing on, and DBS has gone for goal. It's been denied by the keeper, Felipe. It's gone, not Felipe, Pinto, but here we go. They're going to play the ball forward, and they've got the ball. It could be a long ball at the top, potentially. I'm concerned that they might try that. But I feel like they're trying to pass the ball around nicely. But maybe we're just trying to be too tight with our marking. But this is a team that is definitely surviving, and we're going to be knocked out. We're out. I just generally don't see it anymore. We've got to go mouth attacking. It is not working. We just have not coped with this team again. Twice we have not coped before, and it's the 3rd time running. We finished in 5th place, but looks like we're going to be knocked out in the first playoff round, unfortunately for us. It's a shame, but it was nice we were lasted, but we're going to go along for anyway. We're just going to try and go for it here. As Oliver... oh, apparently it's not gone in. This could be 3-0. If we can get what we did in the first game against them, and get 2 late goals from set pieces, it'd be great, but we're not going to do that, are we? And it's over anyway. We've lost 3-0. This has been... we can see 3 goals in the first game. We can see 3 goals in the second. Only problem with this game is we did not get the goals either. Our weakness is kind of showing itself, unfortunately. We can see too many goals in this campaign, in this season. We've got one of the worst defenses in the league, and we're missing some key players again. It's not worked. We are just being torn to pieces. What can we do? It's nothing. It's just been a corner, and even then, it just was wasteful, hopeless, aimless. This is going to be a season where I think we're going to struggle with our team together, unfortunately. And I hate to say that, but I think our team might be taken apart by the other teams in the world. 3-0, we've lost this game. We're out of the playoffs. We can't get promoted this year. If anything, getting promoted this year would have been one step too far anyway, but we had chances, we just don't take them. And when they do get chances for their sake, they're just taking them. They're very clinical. That's our problem. Our opponents were clinical, we were not. We deserve to lose this comfortably. And we're out of the playoffs. We didn't deserve it. And honestly, if you told me I could have gone this sort of position, could have got 5th place at the beginning of the year, I would have taken that. I was more concerned about relegation than anything else. And we finished 24 points clear of the relegation zone. The fact that no one who promoted last year is going down out of the 4 teams is actually surprising. And the fact that 2 of us are in the top half too is very nice indeed. We didn't make it easy for ourselves at times, but we got 20 wins. We know we can win. If we could sort out our defense and not concede as many goals as we have this year, we might have a good chance of getting promoted. I think I've got to look at this season and look at this and say, me have a chance. That's what I've got to say now. Okay, so here we are. We've just got to the end of the season. We've got no new rivals, mind you, but we've lost 4 people technically. Bonnie's gone out and hasn't got a new club yet, so he's someone who will be interesting for a bit. Fizz Bassaro only played Andrea Colombo once, so he's actually got game time. Nicholas Gondono has got a lot of game time though at his club, but he's only got an average rate of 6.67. 8 assists in the goal, and yet he's still done that badly. It says it all. This sell was very annoying. I wish we kept him, but I understand why they sold him, honestly. And Basilica actually had a good season. I say good season, 6.68. Not a very good season in that regard, but he had a good season in the fact he got game time, which is very important for us. The fact we finished in 5th place when we were expecting to just fight bravely against relegation is a very good situation. Just this run of form here was just incredible. 6 wins on the bounce. If we kept that up for the entire season, we might have been champions. The fact we only finished 5 points away from Genoa at the end of the season was something else. I was not expecting that kind of season. We just, 1, lost too many times, and 2, conceded way too many goals. If we not conceded that many goals, we would have been fine. But the cup, we were expected to only finish in the 3rd qualifying round. We weren't expected to do much more than really get that. And against the Swallows as well, we're never going to do well. But in this competition, the league, I still feel like we've overachieved massively. Our best season in this division by some distance. The last time they were actually in the division, they actually finished in 9th place, so definitely done better than expected. The fact we got our biggest win was 7-2 was great. Our best match was the 4-0 win, where Berteo got 4 goals. That was the season that we got our first ever win of the season, and Bondi's goal that completed his hat-trick against Citadella was his best ever goal, or the best goal of the season. Financially, sponsorship is going up. Nice, we're actually making more money. We made money from broadcast revenue as well. We got corporate and hospitality going up as well. Matchday, commercial and retail have also gone up. Prize money is gone down to 22,000, so that's annoying. Scapato, Oliver, Bondi, Brazzoni and Fofana have all got shirts that have been sold. Reputation doesn't seem like it's gone better this year, unfortunately, but Bondi and Oliver, again, really good this year. Cantoro, the worst player of the bunch, and alongside Barbini, the only 2 players that really disappointed, and that says it all, that they are the only 2 that really disappointed in terms of ratings. I say that, I'd want everyone to have a 6.9 average every single time, or at least a 7 average, but unfortunately, that's never going to happen with the team as it is, and with how leaky we were defensively, it was never going to be realistic to ask for that. But either way, Cantoro, 2 goals and 10 assists was great. Bondi was 16 goals and 11 assists. He was the most involved in terms of goals outside of Oliver, who got 28 involvements, 21 goals and 7 assists. And Fofana getting 14 goals for the first time was very good, and 8 assists as well was very useful for the team. Accolades, well, we got the manager award last year, which I forgot to mention, I think. But Oliver was the fans player of the year and youngest player of the year. He was a top goal scorer again, and Scapato has actually improved in his records. He's only 3 goals away from getting 100 league goals in a Siena shirt. And with the fact that we could be losing Brondi and Oliver this season, I would not be surprised if he improves on that. But yeah, Oliver was the player of the season last year and top goal scorer in this season we just left. But DiBiase, 16 yellow cards and 1 red card, that is not a good sign for our discipline, really. We've also signed a new partnership with this team. Onano, Badesi, Calgary. It's not ideal. Not the best I could have wished for, but they've not really got a lot of trophies, but they are in the division, the 4th tier, so that's something. And inducted in the first team, Brazzoni's been inducted now, as have Barbini and Fofana. Mendoza's still the goalkeeper in the main thing, so that says all. He's retired now officially. The amount of players that's still here is amazing. But best 11, only a handful, I say handful, there's quite a few still in the team, but more than a few of them have retired or left outright. So that's something. Rokas has officially retired now. Alioni has officially retired too, which is annoying. Agnello retired. Forte's retired. Martina did retire in the end at the age of 30. Tarigi's retired 36. Laneri retired 24. And Barry's now a director of football. So that says all. Nunes is now a head of youth development. A terrible one at that. And Cabinetti is now a head of youth development as well. So another terrible situation for him. The fact we have done so well this year is impressive. And only a handful of players are still here from the 26th season. That shows you that is only 6 years ago and they're still saying a lot is incredible. DiBiase, Fantozzi, Ancelotti, and Scarpati, the only four to still be here out of this class. That is ridiculous when you realize that. Really is ridiculous. I think only 3 players are still playing. Cristiani's still playing at his current club. He's got a lot of appearances for them, so good for him, honestly, for getting that kind of deal where he's consistently playing. But then you got the like of Nicotre, who's now at Teramo on a permanent basis. He signed a contract with them after he was let go by Pascara, who I think have got a chance to survive. So yeah, they got a chance to survive after their heroics at the end of the season. Palermo and Lecce both went down with Monza. And Kanamai has made 3 appearances this season on the bench at his current club, so he's not really found any game time, unfortunately, for him. But yes, looking at financially, we've got a transfer budget of 268,000 and a wage budget of 52,000. We overachieved in, actually, despite everything, we actually still would have finished in the top 6. That's silly with how well we did. But defensively, we need to work on that. They want us to still fight bravely against relegation. So that says it all. I would accept that vision. But yeah, that's saying everything. Talking to the players now. And I don't want to say mid-table. Let's go for this one. The one we're talking about. Season never. Thank you to the Server West. I want you all to be fully rested in good condition when we come back because we're going to be a hard battle against relegation. They're happy about that. We plan to be competitive. Good. Discuss now. Give opportunities to younger players. We always do. Bertier Puccini is not happy. And I will make no more promises. So that's a good sign. Thank you to everyone for talking about this. Only Bertier and Pacino were not happy with this. So that's something. Look at that. The 5 months where he had a broken leg for Scarpato just absolutely destroyed him. We've got a few training camps potentials here. We'll go for the top one because it's easier. Fofana, still not good enough for First Division, unfortunately. So if we can get every player to be good enough for First Division, that'd be perfect. We're going to keep going until the end where we know where everyone's going to finish, though. So that's something we need to look into. Let's keep going and see who gets promoted at the end of the season. So the season has ended and Frosinone have actually gone up instead of Vicenza. They won 5-4 in the playoff final. They actually were losing quite badly in the first leg against Pisa. They lost 3-0. Then they went ahead and won 5-1 to win 5-4 to get to the final. So the win 5-4 overall is still an achievement. Pascara have survived. And the teams coming down are actually Crotone, Bari, and the team that sold our player and have now gone down with him, Torino. It's a shame that our affiliates, Bari, are going down though, but maybe we can get a new senior affiliate that can give us some knowledge. Maybe I'm hopeful. I'm just hopeful that we can get something from this. But yes, that's a thing. Inter win the league though by a single point to Napoli and Juventus. No one else was really close to them in the end. And Milan lost 4 games in a row to lose out on Champions League football. Kind of embarrassing when you think about it, but there you go. Unfortunately, because we finished in 5th, we've had to pay out 971,000 to our team, which has kind of put us in the red. So, kind of awkward looking at that, but maybe we can do something financially with our sponsorship when it comes in, as we've got our best seasonal finish since, well, 2014, which is very good. And if we can get to the other 2 finishes in this division that we've seen as highs, that could be promising. Maybe 2nd or 1st. I doubt it's going to happen because we're likely going to lose some players due to very high figures. But there you go. Jack Oliver actually got 3rd place in the Players Player of the Year award, which is very impressive for a debut in this division. And he's also named their best rookie. So, very good. We've also got a Manager's Manager of the Year shortlist announced. I've had it on that list. Tortelli is actually named an Italian Serie B Team of the Year and was named the Goalkeeper of the Year as well. So, hooray for that. We've got some players actually doing something productive. Our goalkeeper and our striker. Also, we've got to replace our under-20s manager. He's retiring at the end of the season or just having a hands-off approach. As is Gil Voria, which is a bit annoying to have to replace both the under-18s and the under-20s managers. Also, our goalkeeper coach is retiring as well, so we might have to do some work behind the scenes and on the pitch as well. So we might be struggling next year if we need to replace some players who are likely to be leaving. Because Oliver's also wanted by Warsaw, who are in the championship. That's a bit awkward. Either way, we're ending this here. Hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video. And that you will subscribe to my channel. It really does help me a lot. So anyway, until next time, bye and well, good night.